People, so it's Samzy dropping in. Hope you're having a great day. If not, hope it gets better. Today we're going to be checking out r/I don't work here, lady. Without further ado, let's drop in. Well, I don't have my glasses with me right now, so there are going to be some parts cut out of pauses and stuff. My phone often rings and people want to talk to the doctor's office. Usually I tell them, oh, I'm sorry, you need to dial this number, but instead you dialed one number off of that number. They apologize, hang up, all as well. Not this morning, though. My phone rings. A woman is on it. Woman: hello, my husband is with you. Can I come and pick him up? Your husband isn't here. Did you want to speak to the doctor's office by any chance? Yes, of course. What do you mean he's not there? Of course he is. Ma'am, I'm sorry, but you have the wrong number. You need to... What? Of course I have the right number. I can never be wrong. Can I pick up my husband? I'm waiting outside and it's cold. Ma'am, I'm sorry, but this isn't the doctor's office. You dialed the wrong number. I want to speak to the doctor directly. Put me through. I'm going to put in a complaint about you. Listen, you're not talking to the doctor's office. I've had enough. I'm coming in now. I will complain about you to the doctor. She hangs up. You do that, crazy lady. You do that. I love how this lady just thinks she cannot be wrong. She can't even slightly misclick a number because she is a goddess, okay? And I want to see how this lady went into the doctor's office and said, "Hey, this lady, I called the wrong number here, and this lady told me that she wasn't the doctor's office. Oh, well, I want a refund, And then the husband comes out, he's just so embarrassed, his face is full red, to the point where the doctors think he's having a huge stroke. And this lady will be like, how dare you have a number close to someone else's number? Tired people. I am your driver. This is happening right now. It's pretty late at night, and I come to a store with my friend. As I was parking by the sidewalk, some guy up ahead with baggage waved. My friend went inside to shop, and the guy started walking towards me. He did this weird thing, almost like a lunge. I guess to pick up my plate. Anyway, he started screaming, and it startled me. Some guy: what the hell, man? You parked so far. Your car is all wrong. You're losing stars for this. I'm not your driver. Just open the truck already. So I started repeating myself with nervous laughter while the guy insisted I was so lazy, hard to deal with, and shouldn't be entitled because I was the one driving him around. Now he pretended to answer his phone, but you can see he has the map open on his cheeks. Update: a black SUV picked him up. My friend is still shopping. If this guy sees a random car and that's not even close enough to him, it's not the right car. Like, I could somewhat understand if this were a car similar to the one that he's going to, but nah. A random stranger's car? Oh yes, any car around me in my 10-mile radius must drive me around and do exactly as I say, because they're now driving me around. And this guy's got to be one of those restaurant Karens. You are making me my food, so you have to do exactly as I say, and I can be however I want. Damn, what the hell happened with that voice crack? That was split open a goddamn mountain. Landed on my throat. Jesus Christ. Kids below alive. Must be the Hulk. I feel bad for the person, for the actual Uber driver that's gotta deal with this asset. It happened again, this time at the grocery store. Hi again. I'm the truck driver who posted a few months back when a woman at a truck stop demanded I go clean the woman's restroom because I happen to be wearing a mask. I don't know what rock this lady's living under, but we're kind of in a pandemic. These masks are so terrible. No one would willingly wear them to stay safe. Oh, I hate these masks so much. They have to be removed. They're ruining my life. And killing people at that. Yesterday, the following happened at a grocery store I regularly visit. Where are the canned peaches? I don't see any canned peaches. I want to buy some. Me, a customer at the store. The canned peaches are over there. I point to the canned peaches. They were about 12 feet down the aisle from where the loudmouth stood. Well, that's not where they're supposed to be. Me: look, stupid. This isn't your home pantry. You want peaches? Here they are. I'm going to call the manager that has no authority over you. Me: oh, shut up, you old Jew. Love how this lady's complaining to a random employee about the manager's store organization stuff. And yes, things do get moved. It's called the store adds new products and stuff, or they just do a whole reorganization thing. And the manager must come over here. What, ma'am? I don't have authority over this woman. No, I'm always right. I can never be wrong. Security: she's a theft. This happened a few days back where I was on my off day. And since I got my cash incentives for Chinese New Year from my company, I decided to get some shirts from. So I walked in with this paper bag, and Karen started to ask, "Are you trying to steal things with the uniform?" I ignored, and she follows me all around. Before I exit, she screams at me to stop and tells mall security I'm stealing, but the barriers aren't beeping. She screams at me, yelling I'm not professional as a staff of the store and not cool to steal these shirts while on shift. I laughed, and thankfully I did keep my receipt because I knew this might happen. I showed the receipt to the staff of the store and security, but Karen kept insisting I stole the clothes while working there. Of course, I was released knowingly I'm just shopping, but Karen starts to scream at security for being incompetent while I walk off.
I am Karen. Fear me. I will tell security when you're not doing anything. I can't even speak because I say security, she's a theft, not a thief, a theft. And I am a very smart individual.
Here's evidence that I bought the items.
No, that's fake. You can't possibly be buying these items.
Because, well, then me following you around the store all day would be pointless, and we can't really apply logic to this, so. And this lady rarely sees the evidence. The security guards see the evidence that she's not stealing it, and let her go past. The beepers aren't buzzing, and she's still yelling at the security guards. This didn't happen to me, but I was there to witness it. I'm not a social person, and I've always been a night owl, so it's not unusual for me to go grocery shopping at midnight, though I don't often go to overpriced stores. This is one of those exceptions where I do. Anyway, I went to the nearest 7-Eleven. No one in the store. Figured the employee was doing something in the back, so casually browsed their selections for what I needed. It was about this time that another character entered the store. Let's call her Karen, who simply rushed to the counter and impatiently waited. Not that I cared, thinking she was just trying to get some gas and leave. Boy, was I wrong. It only took a minute, if that, to start to shout for an employee to serve her, and reluctantly he did eventually come out the back to face her, where he barely had the chance to greet her before she started saying how useless he was, and how he had to come all the way over here, and how she better be compensated. Having finally finished her rant, he just finally got the chance to ask her what he needed help with. And here's where she went crazy. She demanded that he gets off his lazy ass and opens the Subway next door to make her a sandwich, even going as far to demand it for free because she had to track him down. It was clear that neither of us knew what she was talking about. He clearly didn't work for Subway and tried to tell her such, but she just couldn't believe it, going on about how it's unacceptable. She just wanted a sandwich and how he's being racist against her. And finally, the coup de grace, I know for 100% I mispronounced that, she demanded to speak to his manager. In response, he rather calmly said that he's the only employee in the store, a fact that she refuses to believe, eventually demanding his manager's phone number, and when he refused that, she said if he doesn't, she's going to call corporate and get them all fired. He said good, which seemed to shock her a bit, but still huffed, pulled out her phone, and stormed out the store, and by the time I left, she was still screaming into her phone in front of the Subway. It's because we all know that if one worker works at 7-Eleven, they work at Subway and have control over that Subway. In fact, if you work at one fast food restaurant, you have control of all the fast food restaurants. The owner of the 7-Eleven, they're a god, okay? They own all businesses around the world. And all this lady calls up Subway over a 7-Eleven worker, and then instead of just going home and getting a hold and just going home and doing this, no, she says to stand in front of the cold ass restaurant because this is at night, I'm assuming. She ain't leaving until she gets her free sandwich. Why does she deserve this sandwich? Because the employee was being racist by not owning Subway.
And I am queen around here, okay? I am Karen. Everything I do is work. I yell at you to come over here and do something for me. That's me tracking you down, apparently. So yes, I should be compensated for that.
Compensated? I'm a very smart individual. Alright, well, that's where I'm gonna end off the video. Hope you all have a great day, everyone. This is Sumsy, dropping out.